Welcome, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to have all of our field BDMs, SDRs, and channel partners joining us for this explainer today. Our goal for this session is actually super simple. We want to equip you to confidently sell Brigade Vehicle Safety Systems to Public Service Vehicle or PSV operators. And to pull this off, we're going to lean entirely into outcome-driven towards messaging. Look, we aren't going to use fear-based tactics. No way. Instead, we're focusing purely on what we can move our operators towards, the actual positive outcomes they desperately want to achieve for their businesses. Let's jump right in. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the operator's world, move on to the business impact, then dive right into moving towards solutions and wrap up with starting the conversation. All right, Act 1, the operator's world. Let's look at the daily realities of passenger transport. Okay, let's dive into this. Because, bus and coach operators run on unbelievably thin margins. And this quote really hits the nail on the head. Every off-route bus is lost revenue and a route coverage scramble. When you're sitting down with a transport manager or an operations director, echoing this exact sentiment establishes instant peer-level authority. It shows genuine empathy for that absolute operational tightrope they have to walk every single day. To truly understand their world, we really have to look objectively at the physical environment and the threats they navigate out on the route. Think about it. We're talking about massive vehicles dealing with huge blind spots while maneuvering in incredibly tight environments. We've got urban buses facing constant high-risk interactions with vulnerable road users, or VRUs, at chaotic bus stops. Then, out on the highway, there's coach long-distance driver fatigue, especially on those really grueling night routes. And back at the base, operators are constantly dealing with depot reversing incidents, which are completely compounded by those old tonal beeping reversing alarms that everybody just ends up ignoring. These are just the objective, everyday facts of their operating environment. Moving on to Act 2, the business impact. From the route to the boardroom. And this brilliantly illustrates the shift in the conversation we want to make. Over on the left, you've got your reactive costs, right? The literal cost of incidents, the reputational harm, and regulatory exposure. But looking at the right side, this is what we want to move them toward. Operators actively want higher fleet availability, stronger driver retention, and stable insurance economics. That is the outcome-driven conversation we absolutely need to be leading. Now, a huge piece of that boardroom conversation revolves around the really complex web of global regulatory convergence. Depending on your region, you are navigating some incredibly strict frameworks. If you're in the UK, it's the Direct Vision Standard, PSVAR, and the Bus Services Act 2017. In the EU, it's the General Safety Regulation, BSIS, and MOIS. Over in India, operators are gearing up for AIS 186 and AIS 184. In North America, you're navigating mandates like New York Executive Order 39. Meanwhile, markets like Turkey and Australia are busy adopting increasingly rigorous safety standards of their own. So what's the big takeaway for your prospects here? It's that meeting these high standards with a single trusted partner ensures their franchising eligibility and gives them complete procurement readiness literally everywhere they operate. So how do we connect those big boardroom challenges directly to Brigade? Well, we map them right to these exact business outcomes. This is the value we deliver across the industry. Reduced vehicle downtime, serious peace of mind for management and workers, reduced insurance premiums, a significantly strengthened company reputation, and, of course, the ability to confidently meet strict health and safety legislation. Honestly, these 5 points are the absolute foundation of your value proposition. Let's move into Act 3, moving towards solutions. Let's look at the Brigade safety stack. Let's start right off with visibility. The BackEye 360 camera monitor system is our premier solution for tackling blind spots in urban environments and preventing those really frustrating low-speed depot contacts. It's amazing. It stitches 4 ultra-wide cameras into a single real-time bird's-eye view. So instead of a driver constantly checking 6 different mirrors and trying to piece the world together in their head, BackEye 360 completely replaces that multi-mirror cognitive load. It just lets them drive with total confidence. And the direct customer outcomes of the BackEye 360, they are incredibly powerful. By stopping those low-speed contacts before they happen, we dramatically reduce vehicle downtime. It also gives operators rock-solid evidence for driver exoneration. Plus, it directly supports DVS and PSS compliance. And why does that matter? Because it secures that all-important franchising eligibility. Honestly, franchising eligibility is the lifeblood of an operator's business. We protect that. We keep their buses out on the road and completely eligible to win those lucrative contracts. Now, what's really interesting about this next setup is the proactive layer of defense it gives us for VRUs. By combining the AI pedestrian detection camera with side-scan ultrasonic proximity sensors, we're delivering true proactive protection. The system actually sees people, pedestrians, cyclists, before the driver even can. This actively mitigates the threat of VRU interactions right at pullaways and those super crowded bus stops. By getting AI pedestrian detection and side scan installed, operators move directly towards reality with far fewer VRU incidents. They easily meet really stringent health and safety legislation, including answering strict regulatory requirements like BSIS and MOIS. And at the end of the day, this incredibly visible commitment to proactive safety leads to a massively strengthened company reputation in the eyes of the public and the local municipalities. Next up, we have to address the driver directly. The AI driver distraction camera intervenes early on both fatigue and distraction. It completely meets the strict GSR DDW requirements to actively support drivers in the seat. And this is exactly how we address the very real, very dangerous threat of coach long-distance driver fatigue, especially on those incredibly tough night routes. Now, it is absolutely crucial that you position the AI driver distraction camera not as some sort of surveillance tool, but as a dedicated retention and well-being tool. It brings profound peace of mind for both management and the workers themselves. Because it protects the driver from causing an incident in the first place, it directly boosts driver retention and well-being, all while driving the operator towards lower insurance excess and significantly reduced insurance premiums. So the crucial point when we shift over to audio warnings is this. Conventional tonal beepers just get ignored by workers, and they generate massive, nonstop complaints from neighbors. But the BB's Tech white sound reversing alarm uses a multi-frequency broadband sound. It's a real game changer. It is instantly locatable for anyone standing in the hazard zone, but the sound literally dissipates quickly outside of it. It remains confined entirely to the danger area. By adopting BBS Tech White Sound, an operator eliminates noise nuisance entirely, period. This grants incredible peace of mind for management and workers, and results in a really strengthened company reputation within the local community. It literally moves the operator towards a quieter, completely community-friendly, and highly sustainable depot operation. Finally, let's look at the data and evidence layer. This is really the glue that ties the entire brigade's safety stock together. Our mobile digital recorder, or MDR, working alongside our telematics and connected services, can record up to 12 cameras, all perfectly synchronized with location and speed data. And the best part? It integrates seamlessly with the major platforms operators are already using, like Webfleet and Geotab. The MDR and telematics integration provide what is arguably the ultimate operator outcome, truly data-driven fleet operations. It delivers rock-solid, defensible duty of care evidence. This gives an operator the absolute proof they need for driver exoneration, allowing them to actually survive a single bad incident. And by pairing that video with telematics, operators unlock powerful predictive maintenance capabilities, which once again moves them towards significantly reduced vehicle downtime. Okay, bringing it all together with Act 4, starting the conversation, your first call. Let's move right to our close and see how we can build your strategy. On your very first discovery call, you should drop this high-impact question. Walk me through a typical day on one of your urban routes. Depot pullout, stops, layover, return. Where do your drivers tell you they feel the most safety exposure? Remember, always let the operator describe their world to you first. Once they voice their daily realities, you can confidently guide them towards the exact brigade solution that delivers the positive outcomes they need. Now go out there and start moving your operators towards success.